The work that I shared in the mind map really is about who I am as an instructor and what I would love to share with other people. Part of it is around sharing how art can facilitate learning throughout subject matter. But the reality is that a lot of my practices are theory-based, and I think that anybody can use theory to inform daily practices, as small as taking attendance and how you greet students and how you lead a classroom, to overarching curriculum planning. A lot of the work that I've done and that I think is really important to share with the Youth Build Network is identity development work, community development work, and community organizing work that I've had the pleasure of doing with students, as well as leadership development work. Now, the identity development work and leadership development work that I do is grounded in cultural backgrounds, and so helping young people understand where they come from and where their people are from so that they can then inform what kind of leaders they want to be and how they want to contribute to society. I think that that understanding of themselves then also provides them an ability to better critically analyze the world around them and the injustices that they are then to face. Some of that work also incorporates understanding that we will run into struggles with staff, with students, and that I think that restorative practices are great, and that's where I began some of those problem-solving skills. But I think one of the things that I was trained on and that I want to train young people and share with people that I would have the pleasure of working with if I became a fellow would be transformative justice. And transformative justice is one step from restorative justice, and it's really understanding that you can't restore something that was never had. And many people in our communities have never had justice because of the histories of colonization and imperialism and privilege and power. And so transformative justice is not just about, dealing with harm, but it's also understanding what has harmed us and why we respond in troublesome ways and why we hurt one another and how we can transform society so that those cycles of pain and oppression stop. Many of the things that I would like to share are ways that we can better collaborate as teams, because I have been able to work in collaboration not just with the instructors in the schools that I've worked in, but also with the leadership teams, the construction teams, and really thinking about how we can all better mesh so that it supports young people's learning, because young people, I think, are better capable of succeeding if they know that education doesn't happen in a vacuum, that is part of a larger structure. I have access to the network that I was a part of in college, which is UCLA and the Evergreen State College, and would love to be able to bring that to the table. I've worked with a variety of community organizing spaces in Los Angeles, anything from working on educational justice to ending the prison industrial complex and addressing economic injustice, environmental justice, and I think that with what our current state in the country is, and knowing that elections are coming up, I think that that would be really powerful to share with people and to bring back into our classroom spaces and into our communities and our schools. I have experience being an interdisciplinary educator and helping people plan curriculum around that, and I think that that would be really helpful, not just to share, but also to improve what I know and how I can better practice that. Currently, I'm doing a lot of training around adaptive schooling and the choreography of presenting, which is about really working in large groups and utilizing the time to the best of our abilities so that teachers are teaching and not managing, and that young people are really guiding the learning. Those are just a few of the things. I have worked with some of the construction curriculum in my classes as a history teacher and economics teacher, and helping math teachers incorporate construction into their classrooms. And I really just hope that I have the opportunity not just to share, but to really become partners in a movement for better education for young people and for the people in youth build programs that are really the tools for change and liberation in our communities. I hope that I can bring my personal experience, being that I was a young woman of color that came from the communities that our students come from, to better help with the understanding of what their daily struggles are when it comes to drug addiction, when it comes to depression, when it comes to just the normal day-to-day struggle of being a young person in an under-resourced community. Thank you.